Alright, let's check these. That's a lot of points, actually. Speechcraft 20 points, Jesus. Thought I might as well just get everything I can from him, you know, seeing as I'm so close to the... Oh, that weighs more than he can handle. What's that for my skills on? My speechcraft must be pretty damn high right now. Yeah, 179. Jesus. Right. Onwards then. Okay. Let's go deeper. You bend over a large shaft that obviously leads to the next floor of the mysterious bunker. The way down is about 8 meters long, and it's painfully clear the floor downstairs isn't made out of pillars and mattresses. However, if you're skillful enough, going down isn't impossible, especially if you have a rope that can be tied to one of the pipes, thus increasing your odds of success. Listen to the noises coming from downstairs. The only thing you hear is the smooth humming of the generators that power the bunker located in the mycelium building. And smell the smells? Oddly enough, you can feel the scent of the forest litter and spring coming from downstairs. Such an unexpected smell from this concrete high-tech building. I wonder why it smells like that. He said. Completely knowing why. Right, let's try that then. Rope. Tie the rope to the pipe and climb down. After having tightened the strong sailor's knot to what seems to be the most stable pipe, you drop the other end of the rope into the mine. After that, you take a deep breath, spit on your palms, and start your descent. Very soon, your feet touch the concrete floor of the second level. Rub your hands on your pants to clean them and look around. I hear the sound of a malfunctioning light. And I see more boxes containing things like ammunition, I assume? Or nothing. A knife. Or a bat. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a screwdriver. I assume. A very long screwdriver. Nothing in these, as per usual. See what appears to be the end of the game coming up. Open. That's a lot of enemies. What the hell's that? Adolf? That's the broken stairwell. Right. Nothing else for it. I mean, I guess we could just dose ourselves up with pills and that now. I'm gonna go in the bathroom first. I know it's, you know, life and death, but... Right, let's do it. Okay, so let's make sure everyone is fully healed as much as they can be. I think I'm going to... Yeah, so, right, let's quick save. Painkillers. So, let's first take painkillers. Should I take... what's it called? BSF 12 on everyone? Because, I mean, +1 action points is pretty nice. Minus intellect, but we do get 2 strength. That's why Alexander will be actually needing one of those. How many? Got 18 stims, 32 super stims. Yeah, so let's use 2 of those BSFs to get his strength up to a maximum. That I can, well, I can get over 10. Oh, so 11's the max. Some painkillers. Let's move those along to Zorbar. Give Zorbar some painkillers. Move those along to Hexagen. Hexagen some painkillers. Get those over to Fidel. Give Fidel some painkillers. And I think the rest of us are going to get, like... So, I have one for me. One for Fidel. The BSF. Just so we get an extraction point each. And one to Hexagen. Alright. Hard save now. Save 9. We're as ready as we're ever going to be. And then I walk in. Yet my teammates are still outside. You hold your breath as you enter the chamber. There is a group of people here surrounding a large vessel filled with pulsing, slimy life. Is it a plant of some kind or maybe a mushroom? I don't know. Despite doing your... Oh, I'll turn this on. That's creepy. Despite doing your best to stay silent, every man turns toward you. It's kind of hard to stay silent with the sound of the doors, mate, when I open them. You startle at their bright glowing green eyes and the pulsing venous protuberances covering their skin, but the weirdest part of it all is the man who seemingly leads them. You know this man. General Morozov, I presume. Jesus Christ. Indeed, you are talking to him. Are you the one they sent to find the lost expedition? Oh, now that's a military man if ever I saw one. Not a simple man in any way, a magnificent man, a true and honest-to-God general. Look at how his eyes shine, reflecting the peaceful future of communism. Look at the sapient fungal mass undulating behind his back. Oh, why is there undulating fungal mass? And what kind of peaceful future is green? Oh, child, something is wrong with this General Morozov. Something is very, very wrong. Well, you know, nice deduction, Exogen. The general allows himself a slight smile in reply to Exogen's statement. This all-too-human emotion looks rather queer on his deformed face. So, am I right? Were you sent here to find my expedition? Yeah, that's me. Last we meet, you are always so close, but who could never get near you, as the proverbial fate itself drove you away, Igor. Have I guessed your name correctly? What the hell is going on here? I will gladly tell you all you need to know, Fidel, in due time. Am I truly talking to General Morozov? Partially, yes. I am still this Morozov, but I am now more than a single being. I am part of the whole, part of the mushroom web linking me with all the living beings on the planet. We're the kind of mycelium, you might say. Yes, I am Morozov, but I'm also the thing you see in the pod behind Morozov's back, and these people around Morozov, they are me as well. Like a circle jerk. Oh wow, and I thought you were a man of high morals. I still remember you yelling at Cadet Beetrutin for drawing Cadet Ostrovskaya naked after all. But my amazing jokes aside, what the hell is wrong with you? Oh no, why would you even? I'll have you know that there is already a way to get linked with other living beings in a terrible yet monumental mycelium-like web, and stop being a person. It's called living in a communist country. What you're proposing is just devilry. Morozov, speak. What does it all mean? A general's eyes glow even greener as he peers straight into your eyes. That's not good. He does look a bit pissed off. He's still got a nice mustache though. Alright, so how did you end up becoming this part of the whole? The general speaks softly and slowly, as if from the depths of memory. In the first years after the last war, when Krasnostamonia was still in ruins, we called upon a reconnaissance party that was by chance passing through the devastation above. This party was led by General Morozov. From below ground did we call upon him, from the depths of this very bunker where we were created by the greatest minds of old Soviet science. He, General Morozov, heard the call. He and his men forced their way inside this facility with explosives. They talked to us, joined us for the greater good. Wow, Morozov, what a waste of time you turned out to be. You know how much sand filled my socks as I plowed through the waste looking for your sorry ass, and my buddy Igor, he even got sand in his underpants because he lacks proper hygiene. And this is the result of all our rashes and blisters, a half mushroom harp traitor babbling nonsense near some kind of giant chamber pot. Those glowing eyes do not suit you, Morozov. Oh, I could forgive you if you had stumbled upon this monstrosity by accident. Atom would forgive you, the real Atom, where men like Igor served the motherland. But you say you went through this abominable transformation because you wanted to, you dog? Why? Because you thought you were doing a good man's work? This sin is unforgivable. The former general, or whatever is currently inhabiting his brain, stares at you without emotion. Green flames dance in his eyes. Hold up, part of a whole, the mycelium, what about Atom? Well, how long was this going on without Atom's knowledge? The conspiracy, I mean. Conspiracy, so be it. The conspiracy started soon after the war, when General Morozov stumbled upon this very room in a scared and wild little town called Krasnostamonia. So insignificant even the railroad ignored it. This forgettable place was an ideal location for experiments on an entity such as myself. It was my birthplace, my birthing chamber. After that, Morozov took charge. I selected candidates who I later brought here, and told them everything. Some chose to partake in our great plan, some were filtered from the group right from the start. Who knows, maybe in a few years you would have become one of us. But the whole, mycelium, what about Atom? The general's calm expression does not change, but a newfound disgust enters his voice. What is Atom? A dried up husk of old glory, a miserable little group of soldiers and paper pushers destroyed by its own secrecy. It served us well as a stepping stone. A platform from which we could launch the great unification now that atoms' function is no longer needed. Its only value lies in how many people it shall provide to our cause. And why are you doing this? What's the endgame of this unification thing? Morozov sighs. After the fall of society, we collected an unfathomable amount of information from the Soviet government's high-tech databases. We wanted to learn about people, about this planet, about outer space. We fed on that information, just as our cells feed on nutritious solutions. And this feeding gave results. Oh yes, we saw everything. We became enlightened. We knew the inner workings of the universe, the laws of physics, the endless possibilities the future holds. We then saw one of the endless possibilities. That grew more and more probable with each year. With each day, each hour, it became more and more real. Maybe it was always there, maybe it was caused by the fires of the last war. It does not matter. I'm talking way too much. The gist of it is this. An asteroid named 1997 TB146 is getting closer and closer to Earth. Today it's close enough to be seen with the naked eye. Some have even given it a folk name, the Hesperus star. This asteroid has a radius of approximately 20 kilometers. If it strikes, it will wipe out 95% of life on Earth. A projected impact is in 30 to 130 years. Humanity in its current state can do nothing about this menace from the stars. Civilization simply cannot be rebuilt in time unless every single human being cooperates with the others. And we both know this is impossible due to, how should we put it, human nature. The constant division, the us to them mentality. The only way to resolve the situation is in the unification of humanity into a single mind, our mind. Only then will civilization develop quickly enough to counter the threat that will otherwise destroy the planet. Only then we have achieved unity. Wow, so that's a lot to take in. So the Hesperus star is getting bigger, and it is not, in fact, a star. It's just... yeah. Well, that is kind of horrifying. Especially because he is right about us not being able to put aside our differences. Pardon me, something wiggled in my brain box for a moment, and no wonder after hearing all this. Don't you find it scary too, you chav? Before today I was afraid I wouldn't be able to spend my twilight years with the woman I love. Now I doubt I'll even have time to find the woman I love, because the world will turn to shit in the next few years. Hexagon's lower lip starts trembling. He finally speaks in a shaky voice. We were all waiting for the green inferno, the poisonous wormwood star, of which the Hebrew prophet spoke ages ago. But in reality our doom shall come from the blood-red light of the Hesperus. Vidal lowers his eyes and whispers, completely defeated. I sensed that something was terribly wrong with our guest in the sky. I hoped it was a pre-war satellite or something like that. How wrong I was, Igor. General Morozov looks at you with no apparent emotion. He seems indifferent to the world around him. Listen, we know you've already encountered the other parts of the Mushroom Mind in the mountain pass of Woes in the Dead City. Both times you let those parts join the whole. You must know by now that we speak the truth. We'd never lie about something like this. After General Morozov's expedition brought the Mushroom Mine part from Bunker 317 in Krasnostamoynia, we became strong enough to start the process of unification. When you returned the two other parts to us, we lost all doubt. We've waited long enough, and we will not delay the plan any longer. Soon our special spores will be introduced to the city's water supply, then the mushroom will start its work. The former general points to the vessel housed in the center of the Mushroom Mine. After the unification of Krasnostamoynia, we will develop a plan of action to save the planet. It must be done. The Mushroom Mine must not perish. Do you understand? Good luck with this, guys. For a personal reason, my brain won't be affected by your shit, but yeah, best luck to you. You're really smart, like, wow, so smart. Alexander turns to you, nods slightly at a huge mushroom, making an L with the fingers on one hand, displays it against his own forehead. Hexagon makes an impatiently looking at wristwatch gesture, despite not wearing a wristwatch. I'm sorry, but aren't you going to say that not all people will be absorbed into the single mind of yours? When will you say that some people, famous writers for example, will be spared, and given new flats perhaps, and summer houses, and nice pension for comfortable life outside this grotesque, simple-minded atrocity? What, you don't even offer that pittance? Oh, how right was Comrade Stalin when he proclaimed all mushrooms enemies of the state, enemies of the elderly, hateful, terrible creatures, neither plant nor animal. All mushrooms are a mistake. Vidal's face is twisted with disgust. I would say something a boy, a naive romanticist would say, but I won't regret it. I don't understand why you would bother saving life on Earth when there will be no one to enjoy it if you succeed. If you take over human minds and make them part of your web, there will be no more thoughts, no more dreams, no more feelings, hopes, emotions. I'd rather let Earth burn and be reduced to space dust than endure such a terrible, disgusting fate. I will never forfeit my spirit. What if you're wrong? What if there is no danger? I'm sorry, but no, we are not wrong about it. The probability of the asteroid crashing into our planet is very high. The margin of error is minimal. Each day that margin grows smaller. I am sorry. Hold up, let's reach a consensus of some sort. Hope. We operate on facts, not illusions. Illusions are what was left to us when we lost our technological crush 20 years ago. There must be another way, I'm sure of it. You really think so? It might be possible, but this is not good enough reason to stop what we have planned. Well, it's sure different people have different reactions to unification. You won't fool every single human, then there will be blood. Come on, guys, we want to become part of a single entity. There will be blood. Yes, that might happen. Every action can be counted, but no, probable hardships ahead won't stop us from making the attempt. What hope? I just heard in your voice. I thought you operated using logic, not illusions. No need for sophistry. You do not have a plan to stop the catastrophe. We do. That's simple. I'm not allowing all of humanity to be turned into a single mass. I completely agree with Fidel. Individuality might be a terrible thing, but if we die on our own terms. We don't die as slaves to this fucking mass, and it'd be far worse to survive as slaves to this fucking mass. I can't deal with you, but I can try killing you. A pity. Such a pity. May I ask why? No offense, but you won't get it. I can say that, but I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, that's it. We'll die, sure. We'll die as people. Our children will be thankful for that. I see. You made a hard but righteous decision, amigo. We will find a way, a human way, to save our planet from this terrible fate. Now we fight. No parasan. The last battle is always the hardest, but why do I feel so happy as I plunge myself into it? Maybe because I will be fighting without hatred. Yes, I'll be fighting for literacy, for literature, for the cultural diversity of future generations. They will probably die because we will never find a way to stop the asteroid, but they will die whilst reading my amazing books and praising them for their ingenuity. I guess that is the thought that counts, Hexagen. Nice going, Chav. If we survive, I'm gonna buy you a blueberry. You said all the right things and you didn't piss yourself. Don't even worry about the asteroid. As if moving the planet out of the trajectory of a deadly space rock without making humans into fungus zombies is hard. It's gonna be a cakewalk, yeah? Now let's dance. Rip and tear, Bubba. Rip and tear. This is where I get insta-kill for the first attack. Right, combat it is. That's what we got. Oh, you've got a lot of health, Morozov. I kind of want to see what you've got, but I also don't, so I'm going to just stand here and... I can probably get the guy behind, can't I? Right, burst. 99% chance to hit. Should I take out the text? Or... I'm going to leave Morozov for this turn, I think. I want to eliminate 2, and I don't know whether my bullets are going to penetrate enough to take the guy at the back, because it's 0%. So let's burst fire at this guy. Wow, that was terrible. That's 63 critical damage in the head. Did that little damage? Fuck. Uh-oh. Oh my god, really? Well, that didn't work out like I expected. Well, it kinda did, actually. Right, attempt number 2. I think I'm gonna burst you. Let's see if I get lucky this time. What the fuck? I'm not doing good with this gun. Let's step back a little bit. You can instantly kill me again. Almost. Okay. It's kind of annoying that my teammates can't get in there. Is there anything else I can do, actually? Can I get another one? I can. Right, so it's 2 things on me. Or 2 things on Fidel, even. I'm going to give myself a couple of those stims so I can actually move a bit more. And painkillers. Ah, it's because I hadn't actually... How many of these can I use? Still, it's just 2. Right, Fidel. Oxygen. Oh yeah, it's because it didn't save, did it? It was a fucking error. I forgot about that. Alexander, you have a couple of painkillers as well. So I do have 135 health now, so if I die, it's going to be pretty ridiculous. I'm going to use another one of those ones to get more health. Do I have any more of those? I don't think I do I? Should have bought some more of those when I went to the shop before. Okay. Burst. Unlike to kill him by the looks of things, I don't seemingly do a lot of damage. Oh, enough damage to kill. Maybe I should just try doing this and then moving, because I'm a little bit further away. I'm going to tell you to hold position there for now, boy, because I know you're going to run in and get insta-killed. Still, it's not enough. I'm gonna hide next to you. God damn it. Oh well. Oof. Oh shit. This is gonna be close. What have you got? Oh, I'm dead. Oh no, apparently not. Yes! Okay, might be dead now though. I first need to definitely inject myself with all the super stims I can. 160 health. I'm even gonna get a little 4 health or not there. Which leaves me with 6, which means I can do a aim shot. An aim shot to the head. Morozov is probably not gonna die in 1. I can hit any of these guys though with a 99% chance. Shit. Let's go 115. I can do over 100 damage in a headshot. Just I do stand a very high chance. Nice. Probably should have shot Morozov. Oh, I forgot you existed. Oh, great. I'm dead. I've been better just in an aim shot then. Right. Let's try that. Fuck! Not enough. Please tell me 4 AP. No, it's 5. Fuck! So close. Fucking 4 health, really? I should just equip the best armor, really. If I survive, I can do a burst through this guy, hopefully. So the boss don't die. Oh. Fuck you. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that my guys can't enter the room. Ah, damn it. I'm not lucky this time. First things first. Heals all bars. Victory's nothing without you, pup. Let's drop 15 of those into you. I am going to heal myself. And now, if I use an aim shot, I can kill one of you. And I think I'm going to kill the guy with the PK. I entirely forgot he existed last time. Ah, fuck. It's okay, boy. Run out of there if you want to. God. It's gonna be close. Oh, yes! Yes! Get fucked! Ah, oh, beautiful. Now I just need to not die. Oh, I love it when the plan comes together. Right, let's just heal, just in case this goes wrong. Is everyone else okay? Silbars, you're a little bit hurt. Good doggy. Which one of you wants to eat a fucking bullet? I think of you, Dragon Man. And that did nothing. Yeah, I'll just pretend I did most of the damage and, you know, Hexagen just assisted. Good boy. Ow. Why are you you got a dog biting your fucking ankle? Why are you shooting me? Oh. Into the ribs. Just like that, Alex is getting all the aggro. I'm gonna heal myself just in case one of them decides to try and pop me though. Because that'd just be annoying at this point. I should just save at the start of combat really, but... Fuck yeah! Alexander took 70 critical damage in the eyes. No, his beautiful shades that aren't destroyed somehow. Oh, in the ribs. Right, let's see what we got. I don't actually have a lot of carry capacity, do I? Actually, that's a lie, I do, because of all the weight. Wait, you had nothing on you. Oh, it's because it was joined, wasn't it? Between those two guys. And another special pistol. Alexander's over encumbered, isn't he? Hexagen. Don't know why I'm looting this stuff. I think it's the end of the game there anyway. They had a lot of painkillers and stuff. I'm glad they didn't use them. Oh my god, imagine all these guys hopped up on painkillers. Okay, MS. Fuck it, just take call. Right, let's see what I can do with these. Strange, you do not want to cause any harm to this creature. What happens if I do that? It's a waste of bullets, really. Right, I don't want to do that just yet. I want to see what I can do. Hopefully I can annihilate all these spores and shit. But yeah, screw you, Morozov. Screw you. You let us down. You let the whole team down. You let Adam down.
You leave the mycelium building as if in a daze.
Oh god.
You still can't believe it's all over. The long road has finally ended, and now the only thing left is to turn around and reflect upon the changes your actions have caused to lie in the wastes. The remnants of the mycelium society have scattered all across the wastes. Some found new religious orders, some continued helping people on their own, and some entered politics.
Not good.
The fragile colossus of Crescent's Nemone fell before the invading forces of Atom. Not everyone was pleased with the new leadership, and many old citizens left the city just to be dissolved by the wastes. Still, those who stayed started building civilization with doubled strength. However, progress came with a price. For the sake of survival and revival, the military rule of the Atom took most of the freedoms people of Crescent's Nemone used to enjoy. Under Dan's harsh control, a factory gang started growing in influence all across the wastes. losing any resemblance to a ragtag team of criminals they once were, and turning into a well-respected army of mercenary guards with a large network, working in such places as Trulograd, Minsk, and Liepaja.
Huh. That's actually better than I expected.
Under Radchenko's leadership, the people of Atradler have finally found some hope for a brighter future. Under the protection of the factory gang, with their constant leader Dan, this hope eventually came true. Atradler turned into a criminal-free, cozy town that attracted honest and hard-working folk from all across the wastes. The Red Fighter settlement, which was founded thanks to you, quickly turned into a large center of trade and culture, becoming much more important than Krasnoznamenny. The cheerful citizens even erected a statue in honor of their founders. The monument depicted you and Gozin standing on a pedestal, hammer and sickle in hand. Under the leadership of Maxim Maximovich, the feud that was about to become a full-fledged civil war ended and became nothing but history. The now peaceful community of merchants and guards quickly grew and turned into a much larger trade hub that was always ready to offer honest jobs to the people of the city that grew around it. Fidel left his pub in the outskirts of Krasnoznamenny and returned to the Atom HQ. While serving in active duty, he accomplished a lot of great things and uncovered many lost technologies.
You go, Fidel.
His last mission, though, didn't go according to plan.
Shit.
Fidel was mortally wounded in a desperate battle against the forces of the northern tyrant Syoma Varanok. Haxogen finally decided that he traveled enough for his long life and settled in the great city of Trudograd. There he wrote his first post-war novel,
Fuck's
Traveling
sake.
with My Child. The book was critically acclaimed and quickly became a Wasteland bestseller. Its sequel, Major Hexagen's Last Battle, didn't fare as well. After learning to cope with his dual nature, Alexander quietly deserted the ranks of Atom and went into a lifelong journey across the wastes, looking for adventure and the attention of cuties. Many people remembered him as a traveling strongman, a good friend of children, and a lover of hard booze, who always called his traveling companions weird nicknames
Like Chav.
like Cho or Bob. As for you, some travelers say that they saw your dusty figure on the northern tract, traveling alongside several scientists and merchants. Mercenaries, on the other hand, claim they saw you with troops, completing unknown objectives in a deadly wastes. Drunken stalkers, however, swear that you helped them rummage through ancient ruins. There are lots of stories, but which ones are true? Only time will tell.
Well, that was interesting. I don't think that's going to be the end just yet, because I've still got some things I need to do. I might visit the guy who helps you forget some skills so I can actually get the extra strength in order to better win the battle in whatchamacallit, in the Dead City with the Woodpecker. I've also got the things to do with the Cthulhu Circle and a few other things like throwing that rope over the chasm. I've got a list as well down somewhere as well. If there is anything that I missed that you'd like me to look at, do put it in the comments below and I'll go back and have a look, see whether I can make a video about that particular aspect, or, you know, finish up the last little bits I missed. I'm not entirely sure. There's actually a small group. It's pretty interesting, but it's definitely for the first game. I assume this is the first game of the studio. It's actually rather exceptional. There's a pretty decent story back there. There's a lot of different mechanics in the game. It feels really good. There's a lot of different things to do, and it took me a long time to actually complete this game. Just, you know, obviously you've seen most of it. There was some like grinding as well. That wasn't, well, not an immense amount of grinding, but it was really really full of stuff to do. Honestly, I'm very pleased with this game. I can't wait for the next game. I kind of hope that it picks up where you left off, and it's sort of like fights to sort of unify certain parts of the waste to build something to destroy the star with. I'm just wondering whether, if I hadn't have destroyed the nuke in that facility, would that have acted against us, or would I have been able to use that to actually wipe out the star? Which is actually probably something I should have kept now that I'm thinking about it like that. But to be fair, I didn't actually take meteorites into consideration when thinking of nuclear targets. I was just thinking about the damage that could be done. Obviously, I did miss a couple of things, like the apparently, you know, your dog being able to talk, which is obviously really sad, but oh well. I wish they'd explain those things a little bit more, sort of, like, it was rather too easy to miss that. I don't like rooting around in people's drawers and stuff like that, but I think that kind of screwed me over there. But other than that, it's actually a really, really good game. Yeah, look how few people are developed in it. This is like a really, really good game for what it is, though. I love the attention to detail, and that's probably my favorite part. The fact that every single character had their own goddamn portrait, or it's like they'd have portraits for things like entrances, and all the backgrounds would work. Oh, it's just the attention to detail, and the fact that you could talk to literally everyone in the game. There was no point at which I was disappointed with the attention to detail pretty much in the game. But yeah, I think that is just about it for the campaign with this. So I'm wondering whether they'll release any more DLC in the same way they did with because the Dead City wasn't in the original game, I think. It came out a little bit later because they released it and then that came later. But I'm not 100% sure whether they are planning on doing this. I'll probably have a look, but I'm probably from this point onwards just going to be seeing whether I can do anything further with this and whether there's any other videos I can put out about it. But yeah, if you have anything that you want to suggest or anything you know, have an idea about, just let me know in the comments below. But it's been a pleasure, obviously, recording for you guys. And yeah. Oh look, a member of the party, you go. Okay, I tried getting through that, but I went about 20 minutes and there wasn't seemingly anything coming at the end. I do think that that's pretty much it. There aren't any other scenes afterwards. I'm going to see what happens, though. Oh no, I can't really load it. I guess I can always load that quick save and then just go from there. And yeah, I should just be able to continue from there. So yeah, as I said, if you got anything that you want me to have a look at in this game, or if you have any other games you want me to have a look at, or if there is anything I missed or anything like that, just let me know. And obviously any feedback is much appreciated. But yeah, have a good one, I guess.